Hello viewers, hello Rick Clark. Gosh, I am so excited to be back on Decidedly Neapolitan. I have been doing some work, and I just want to show you guys where I am. This is totally an update episode, video, sequence, something, but in more ways than one. So I got this. I just grabbed it. Let's go to the power room and swap it out. And as I'm doing this, I'm not going to run. I'm going to walk because just look at the walls and the floors. As I place these, I don't feel like, really, should I use this one? I don't know. Maybe I should look at the 50 other blocks available. And I kind of agonize. But what I've decided is, I just need to place it. Because once it's placed, I get used to it. And then I like it. Since we have this full, let's grab these two, because I've been doing something else with these that's been kind of using them all up. And so update video, part of the update is we need to update some of our base again and still and more. So let's pop that in there, and it's already depleting, and most likely, is it this guy? No, this guy's done cooking the redstone that we melted down, but he is recharging up. You can put them on the little shelves, and they're so cute. One thing that I learned is any of these machines, any of these, not that, because that's Railcraft, but any of these guys, you can upgrade them. Like this is the pulverizer. Well, let's say I wanted the next tier pulverizer. So you can make these. Let's click recipe. And you can have a different machine frame. And based on the machine frame, I guess let's talk about what the differences is. Based on the machine frame will be determine how many spots you can have and how much power it can hold in its reserves. And I think even in some cases how quickly it can work or what other things it can take advantage of. And so if you just mouse over and press U, you can see that you could get it to reinforced, you could get it to hardened, you could even get it to resonant. We have the leadstone flux ducts. This is what we're using. These can be upgraded, I think, one more to something that does 800, but these guys do 8,000. All right, so we're mostly upgrading. When we upgrade our wiring, like the wiring under here, that is what we'll be switching it to. Okay, so we want redstone. This is our fluid transposer. If I put this up there, and then I click on the clickety-clack, I have this configured already. It should be going through. So what I need to do is click on that, and then it'll go into the machine as much as it can. And then I can put a bucket here somewhere. There you go. It's going to fill it up. And then I can leave this here, but when I am done with redstone, I just put it there and switch this to empty mode, and it's just going to empty it out. And that way I can keep my different liquids all nice and separated. And they look so cool, little tiny things. So what got me down this path was looking at gendistry. Gendistry is going to let us make bees more efficiently. We have our little guys, and they're working hard, and they're going through, and this doesn't cost us any electricity, any energy at all. But they're working, they're going through their little routine, and we are collecting them like mad. We're going to be mutating them because that's what gendistry lets us do. It lets us mutate them, and we're going to turn them into the different types of bees and figure out these bees make this and those bees make that, and we want this, so we're going to get those kind of bees. So we'll have to do some research along those lines, but we're going to get machines that basically let us take the genes, sample the genes from the bees, and then imprint those onto other bees. It's going to be really cool. So I started a room. Look, these are already empty. I started a room for gendistry. And the first thing that we have going right here is the mutagen producer. And the reason we have this is because this takes a while. Now there are some materials, like if I could refine this and pop this in here, it's going to make so much more of this so much more quickly. But the glowstone is the next best thing, which is not that great. This machine is expensive. And so, like you just saw, I did augment it that way. Eventually, this is going to finish all these, is the theory, and this will fill up, and it'll just sit there, and these will fill up. Right now, these are being fully drained, but I actually have a pipe that goes all the way up, and I only have the upgraded pipe from here to here. From here on up is all the older pipe that can do the one we just looked at, 200 RF per tick. So actually, if we go back up here, actually, let me make sure it is day. Now, you should all be familiar with my crazy amount of watermelons. And then up here, let's see if we can get a better look. I haven't actually looked at it from down here. Okay, the creeper's fine. We have a bunch of solar panels, some batteries, so this can work shortly through the night, and some electric engines, which convert the EU into RF. Now, it's probably a horrible conversion, but it's free. It's free and it's constant. The lava is sort of free, but I don't want to hook up that system to something like this that just constantly drains energy. But we're going to have to do something. We're going to have to put an area where we can plug in a supplemental power cube. And we're going to need all the wires in this area at least to be able to take massive chunks of power through everything. So we're going to do some updates, like I mentioned. So if we take these, so it's very simple. And we have enough glass to upgrade 10 of these, and you're just putting it in there. It's hardened, and it's become reinforced. And if we go U on these, when we get to the point where we start making Enderium, we can upgrade them again, where it goes from 128 to 512 doubles. So pretty good, I think. All right, just put the full ones in there. And that leaves 6. Oh, good. We can upgrade all of these. It's going to use up all my hardened glass, but I can always make more. We still have a decent amount of materials in reserve, I think. Now, technically, these engines should run out of lava, but that probably wouldn't happen that quickly. So we can just upgrade all of these before we actually place them. You go there, and you go there. And they should start filling up. Yeah, it's filling up. Slowly, but surely. Do. And now we hold a lot more lava in our reserves, which is a really good thing. Beautiful. So beautiful. Rick is out by the lava tank. Or at least he said he was going to go look on that. So hopefully, I'll leave it up to him. Hopefully it'll be fine. If not, we have more pumps and we can move the pumps to different areas. That thing should run for a while, unless I try to use it to start powering these machines, of which I've only made one. But the other thing I'm going to need to make, and this is still separate from the other thing I really want to make, is some lasers. And I have it laid out in here just so you can see what it's going to take. Okay, we need the 4 gold and the 1 iron. That's just a gear. And then we need to make a diamond gear. And I don't think you can... where's a real crafting bench? Because that one acts funny. I don't think you can just do the trick where you say, iron. No. Yeah, it's got to be a gold gear. A lot of these gears, you can skip the lower tier steps by just putting iron in the middle. So otherwise, we would need an iron gear probably for that. And then a stone and a wood. But you spend a little bit of iron and you save a step. There's our diamond gear. Oh my gosh, it looks so fancy. I hate to use that for something. And that's going to go here. And this is going to give us our assembly table, which we will need. But then we also need lasers to power the thing. I think it was like this, and like that, and like that. Yes, lasers. Okay, but these are all going to need wires, and they're going to need a power source. And originally, I was thinking of placing it in this room, in this little area. That's why that's dug out. But I might end up wanting a third tank. I'm not sure. The other thing going on in here is this guy. We are ready, with one small exception, to get our next tier hearts. But first, we have to make 10 of these guys. And then with these guys, you can make usage. You can make these guys. But that means we need more jeweled apples, and jeweled apples are diamonds. So we need 40 diamonds to complete this transformation. Now, how many diamonds did I just say I had? I have half that. It's not a necessary thing. I probably need diamonds more for stuff like this. All right, so we have our machinist workbench, which lets us choose blueprints and load them up. How do I load them up? Oh, there you go. You like that. You turn it on, you turn it off. And so I've made this one, and we're going to make all 6 of these. Okay? Because that's how many spots we have in our recharging station. The next step for these guys is to fill them up with redstone. And I melted down pretty much all the redstone I'm comfortable melting down. And I don't know if it's going to be enough, because I didn't math it out. But let's find out. Did I do it right? Fill. There we go. But we're going to let these fill up. And once they're filled up, we're going to need to turn them into a redstone energy cell, which is going to require 2 lead, 3 electrum, and another electrum. So 4 electrum. All right, I will get that all together. All right. Hey, we managed to fill all 6 and still have a little tiny bit of redstone left. That's very good. So the first thing we're going to want to do is make our 6 redstone conduction coils. And this is the last of the redstone that I have currently. So I'm going to have to go mine some more up. And then we're going to do this. I'm going based on memory now. That's never a good idea. But I'm trying. And those go in the middle. And then... Yes. Nice. Okay. Wow. That was actually quite easy. So let's just put them in here. Make sure they are configured correctly. We need orange and blue. Let's clear it. Orange and blue. And clear that one. And it should start receiving. Now let's compare the two. This one can hold, oh gosh, 2 million. Okay, this one can hold, oh my, 20 million. 20 times the amount. The other really big improvement is the max input and output is 8,000, whereas these it caps out at 800. So these are going to take forever to fill up. But when they do, oh my gosh, they're going to power something for, well, 20 times longer than these things have been lasting me. That is pretty crazy. Well, that catches you up on everything that I have been working on. We got to upgrade the wiring. I think that's going to be the next goal. And that depends on how many materials we have and if we can really afford the upgraded wires. The other thing I need to do is upgrade my storage. And I don't just mean make these hold more. I mean like have a chest I can dump items into and it just auto sorts it. And I think I can do that pretty easily. But I'll have to mess with that next time. This has been bRanN. I will see you next video. Please like, comment, subscribe, share. Have a great day.